Today we're heading back to 1995, a truly incredible year for gaming. Sony had just launched the PlayStation 1 with an amazing lineup of games like Ridge Racer, Destruction Derby, Rayman and Air Combat. All these games would show what early experimental 3D graphics could do, and have all gone down as early classics, and rightly so. But today we're going to take a look at another PS1 launch title that doesn't get enough respect from me. Welcome to the channel guys, and welcome to my review of Wipeout. Released in 1995 for the PlayStation 1 and later getting a port for the Sega Saturn, Wipeout is a futuristic racing game developed by Psygnosis. I think most of you would agree, story in a racing game doesn't really matter, but Wipeout is pretty cool. The year is 2052 and anti-gravity craft racing is the biggest sport in the world. All the best pilots come together to compete in the 3600 Racing League to have their team become champions, taking home the trophy and a huge amount of prize money. This is basically what we're told in the game's manual, and that's good enough for me. Being the first game in the series, the modes here are limited. Single player lets you race on any of the 6 courses in the game. For first time players, this mode's great as it gives you a chance to get used to the controls and practice the tracks. Time trial is the classic racing mode. Race and try to get new record lap times on any track. It's a lot of fun, creating some good competition between friends and family, trying to beat each other's time. And last but not least, championship mode, the main event. It's made up of 2 classes. Starting in Venom class, you'll race through 6 courses across USA, Canada, Russia, Japan and Europe, against 7 other pilots, each race being 3 laps. You must finish in the top 3 at the end of every race to qualify for the next one. Finishing 1st, 2nd and 3rd will give you points. Earn enough points after all 6 races and you'll win the Venom Championship, taking you up to the big league, the Rapier Championship. This is easier said than done though. You see, Wipeout isn't exactly pick up and play at first. You'll be finding yourself speeding along and then smashing into a corner or a side of track, slowing to a halt. It's not because it's bad game design or anything like this. It's more the fact Wipeout has a high skill level and is very unforgiving if you make a mistake. There's no difficulty settings, you just gotta get the controls down and practice all 6 tracks until you can more or less memorize them. To me, that's a clever and rewarding difficulty setting. And yes, it's hard, but man does it feel great once you start getting better and better over time. Before starting a championship up, you'll have the chance to pick from 4 teams, and then you'll pick a driver and a ship. Strangely, the ships don't have any stats, but being the old school gamer I am, I decided to look in the game's manual, and yeah, ship stats were there, so I guess at least they did put them in. There may only be 6 courses here, but every one of them is memorable, like track 1, Artima. It starts out on a long straight, then has you speed up and around a mountain top until reaching a jump, bringing you back down to the bottom, and then through a very cool looking tunnel. And track 3, Terramar. This one will have you racing at top speed, coming off jumps into corners, needing fast reactions. That's just a few examples, but like I said, overall track design is solid. Something I haven't mentioned yet is Wipeout has a combat system, definitely borrowed from the likes of Mario Kart, but done in a stylish, unique way. You'll come across 2 types of anti-gravity pads on every track. One will be go faster boost pads, and go over the other type and receive a number of weapons. Missiles, shockwaves, shields and mines are all here to take out your opponents and help you get a better position on the track. So this review has been all positive up to now, but as great as this game is, there is a really annoying issue here for me. There's some serious rubber banding here, to the point where I was second in a race and by some distance, but then crashed into a corner only to be taken over by not only the craft behind me, but even last place was on my tail. Now unfortunately this didn't happen when I was recording, but this sort of thing happens a lot. But I found the best way to counter this is if you have a weapon at the time this annoying rubber banding happens, use it and get your place back immediately. So it's not game breaking, but frustrating. For 1995, the controls are very good and incredibly responsive. Unlike most arcade games, Wipeout has a 2 braking system called air brakes. Using the left bumper and right bumper, they also act as your drifting system, and having the ability to use 2 brakes at once lets you get very precise driving. It feels great. Considering Wipeout is an early 3D game in the PS1's library, the graphics really do hold up well, playing it now in 2026. The look of the ships and the futuristic track settings really make it stand out from other racing games. The only other series that comes close to this unique style for me is Nintendo's F-Zero. So yeah, Wipeout's look really is a standout feature of the game for sure. I'm happy to say Wipeout's soundtrack is nothing short of perfection. It's right up there with Ridge Racer and Rage Racer's music tracks for me. Wipeout's tracks are heavily inspired by the 90s electronic dance music out at all the nightclubs at the time. It's great. Have a listen. Okay, time for my final thoughts. Wipeout may be a bit rough around the edges, but once you get into its intense high-speed gameplay and its incredible creative braking system, you've got yourself an incredible racing game that laid down the foundations for more games in the series to come. Not enough people talk about Wipeout for me, making it an underrated classic, so do yourself a favour. If you're a racing game fan, grab yourself a copy and you'll have a truly great experience. If you enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with the latest videos. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you all on the next one.